Greetings, mathematicians. Today we're looking at example 6, using complex fractions and applications. So finding the slope of a line. Here's our first point and here's our second point. So our first point can be classified as x sub 1 comma y sub 1. Our second point can be classified as x sub 2 comma y sub 2. And the 1 is for the x and y value from the first point, 2 is for the x and y value from the second point. And so now we can actually look at the slope formula. So m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1, and we can basically start replacing what we see for those values. So I'm going to write that over here off to this side. So 5 over 4, our y sub 2 value, minus 5 over 6. So 5 over 4 minus 5 over 6. That's in the numerator. In the denominator, I must do 9 over 8. 9 divided by 8 minus 1 divided by 2. And I actually do want to show both methods, method 1 and method 2. So with method 1, I would need to basically add these fractions, or simplify the numerator, then simplify the denominator. So in the numerator, I have 5/4 times, and my in the numerator, the lowest common denominator for the numerator would be, or to basically subtract these fractions, would be 12. So times 3 over 3, and then my minus sign, 5 over 6 times the ratio of 2 over 2, and that is going to be divided by, in the denominator, I have 9 over 8 minus 1 over 2. 8 is going to be the lowest common denominator, so 9 over 8 stays exactly the same, minus sign 1 over 2 times the ratio of 4 over 4, and that's going to give me the fraction over here, 5 times 3, 15 over 12 minus 10 over 12, and over here I have this 9 over 8 still going to stay 9 over 8, minus sign 1 times 4 is 4 over 8. So in the numerator I have 15 minus 10, so that gives me 5 over 12, divided by 9 minus 4 gives me 5 over 8. So now what I really have is 5/12 divided by 5/8. So I'm going to rewrite that fraction, 5 over 12 divided by 5 over 8. That needs to be rewritten with multiplication of the reciprocal. So 5 over 12 times 8 over 5. And we could do 5 times 8, 40, over the 12 times 5, 60. Or we could actually rewrite it using prime factors. So I'm going to do that. Prime factors, 5 and 5 are already prime. They actually simplify right here to 1 over 1, but let's do the prime factorization first. So 5 times, and the prime factorization of 8 is 2 times 2 times 2, so that's in the numerator. And the denominator, prime factorization of 12 is 2 times 2 times 3, so 2 times 2 times 3, and then times 5. And now we can see what's going to simplify. So 5 divided by 5, 1 simplifies to 1 over 1. 2 divided by 2, 1 divided by 1, 2 divided by 2, 1 divided by 1. So what's left in the numerator, 1 times 1 times 1 times 2 is just 2. And what's left, 1 times 1 times 3 times 1 is just 3. So this is actually the slope of the line that passes through these 2 points. We could have also simplified over here. 5 divided by 5 simplifies to 1 over 1, and 8 divided by 12 simplifies to 2 over 3. The greatest common factor between these is 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And this is what simplifies. 1 times 2 gives us 2. 3 times 1 gives us 3. So that's how you would use it using method number 1.